you get vaccinated, you're also helping protect your family, friends, and community.
Learn more about your vaccine choices at nfid.org.
Powered by Panama City Toyota. WGSX Lynn Haven to be Field 2 Port St. Joe. The Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Say hot tub, rubber dub and hot tub, rubber dub and me. Shaking hot tub. Yeah. Will you make me sweat? Yeah. Shaking hot tub. Yeah. Will you make me wet? Yeah. Well.
I love it. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida Tuesday. Buckeye boys are here. Hey, you see this superstar? You know who that is? That's my grandson.
I know
Did you see
that.
that? Julie. I think that's that fake stuff.
AI,
yeah, and that is so dang cool. Jason Kovaleski, what's going on this morning, Big Daddy?
Not a whole lot. Just trying to stay warm.
Well, Max Fit Sports Nutrition, we tell you all the time, this cold weather, man, has been brutal. Two things we got working for us. You've got Stevenson Air Conditioning, you have no problem whatsoever. Jason one's got both stores at his house, so do I. We got it here at the studio. Anytime day or night you have any kind of problem, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you. If you're sitting there freezing, your power bill's going to the roof, you're messing up, man. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll take care of you. You'll be glad you did. The other thing we got going for us, we got Max Fit Sports Nutrition, two great locations, Pier Park, 23rd Street. They got something called zinc down there that I take every day. And guess what? I hardly ever get sick. And the other thing that you need to take, especially in this cold weather, Immune. It helps. Well, matter of fact, let's ask the experts. Jason, tell us exactly what these two things do to us. It's not going to stop you from getting sick, but if you happen to get sick, you're going to recover quicker, and you get back.
And it could help you from getting sick.
Right, talk about that.
You can build up your immune system naturally. I mean, that way you can fight off viruses and things of that nature. But even if you do get sick, you won't, be bedridden or out for 2 weeks. So it really helps just for recovery, just building up your immune system naturally. I mean, some of these other things that you're taking, like some of the vaccines and stuff, have suppressed our immune system. And I think that's why we're seeing this outbreak of flu and COVID and all this other stuff, because our body's not meant to take that.
I love what Kennedy's doing,
especially
young kids. The sugar is killing us. I'm one of the ones that was hooked on it. It's addictive. You fight it every day.
Yeah.
And I just really believe that the parents were educated what they should be feeding their kids and what they shouldn't. We're talking athletes, non-athletes. They'd have them off that sugar.
Yeah, I mean, you should limit it. And if you're trying to eat sugar, at least stay away from high fructose corn syrup, which is in sodas and candy and stuff like that, because our body doesn't identify that. So those are some of the worst things you can eat. I mean, if you eat honey, molasses, and even some regular cane sugar, it's not the worst thing in the world to eat in moderation.
What is this one thing Julie takes? It's a liquid form. She got it from your place. It's supposed to help also
with weight loss?
No, not weight loss. This getting you, hell, I forgot the name of it. I can't think of it now. But she said it doesn't really taste that well, but it helps fight off stuff.
I'm not sure what the liquid form is, but we have a liquid multivitamin if people don't like
maybe that was it.
Capsules, but those are really good because they're absorbed by the body more readily. I mean, you get about 70-80% absorption instead of 30 or 40 through a pill. But we got a number of different things down there. We have a free sample bar. We have our InBody 570. We have certified sports nutritionists on staff to help you and guide you through the process. So we're located on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village or in Pier Park North, right next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
All right, I got to go over this. I went to a meeting last night. Moms of Liberty, and two sheriff department officers were there. I don't know if I should mention it. Wonderful people. They do this. This is incredible. And we got so many people that listen to us in the mornings. I have all these parents, so they go and take their kids to school. My grandkids, their friends, daddies listen to it. They tell me. So I really appreciate everybody that listens, especially I give a shout out to those Patronus people. I know we've got a lot of them that listen to us. But I want to say this. You need to be aware of this. I was not. I'm glad I went there. They said be very careful. They both guys talk. One of them talked about his daughter. He fought when he would let her get on social media, cell phone. The age, 11 to 13. In middle school, you got to be paying attention to your kids in middle school. So if you're driving your kids to school today, listen up to this. Bullying is truly, I didn't realize how bad it was. Because we grew up, you get bullied during the day, you go home, you didn't have to deal with it. Or if you had an afternoon bully, like Jim was a bully, but you kind of avoid them. But this day and time, you can't avoid it. It happens all the time. It happens at school. They go home, it's not over because of the cell phones, because of social media. And then they get their buddies to do the same thing. He said it's a real deal. You have people that actually commit suicide over this stuff. I really went into all that, and I found out some things. So bullying truly is going on. Pay attention to your kids, what's going on in their lives. This stuff is for real, man. The other thing, when they get that middle school age, a lot of these kids get on these cell phones, this social media, Facebook, all these different things, and they're communicating with people they think that are other kids. And they talked about how we as the people with these cell phones, that we don't interact with one another, especially kids. If you take their cell phone away, put them in a room, you're going to be shocked. You can video. You'd be shocked how they can't communicate well with one another. And you think about how it used to be. Man, you're outside playing all day. You talk to each other, playing football and basketball and everything else. He said that what's happening, these young people, they get on these devices and they think they're talking to another kid and they're having a hard time making friends. So they get in and they have their Facebook friends or their cell phone friends, whatever you want to call it. And so then they find out this friend wants to meet him somewhere, and it finds out it's a 37-year-old guy from Dothan, Alabama.
Right.
There. So you've really got to pay attention. They talked about, too, how they can hide some of the stuff on these devices. These kids are really smart. But they were just telling the parents, you better pay attention to what your kids are doing. Pay attention if you're allowed them to have cell phones at young ages, on social media at a young age. Pay attention. I had no idea. It was very educational. And God bless you, Sheriff Department. You guys did a great job last night, the Moms of Liberty.
Happens a lot on video games, too, because now you can communicate from headset to headset. So people will make accounts, especially older people. They'll go ahead and play younger games and talk to kids that way and meet them in person and stuff like that. I think Roblox, and I don't play that, but I used to play games myself, so I know a little bit about it.
They mentioned exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but Roblox is for very young kids. It's something that the FBI even made a warning about, that there's been a lot of pedophile activity on there. So just get on there every now and then and check who you're on your son's friend list if it's a younger child. I mean, you don't want to be too invasive, but you do
the
want to be
other thing they brought up, you're an idiot. Okay, but all this, go ahead and do it, no big deal, we did it. Never, ever let your daughter spend a night out. Don't do it.
Right. No.
All it takes is one time.
Yeah.
One time. I don't care if they're middle school, cheerleading parties, whatever.
Here's a concept. Talk to your kids.
Yeah, too.
There you go. There you go. No doubt about that. I got to say happy birthday to a special young man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't realize you knew it was my birthday. Good God Almighty. Thank you, man.
Is your birthday too today?
No, my birthday's in July. It's just
I didn't know. I have to go look.
Every day's his birthday.
Come on, man.
I've known this child since he was in his diapers, and now he just has 70. Well, he had birth. I won't say what age. He is special. He is kind. He is important. He's my baby, Jim Bob Brad. Happy birthday, Big Daddy.
How about that?
Woo!
Yeah,
Big one.
yeah. Actually, it was Sunday, but that's okay.
Did you ever think you'd make it this long?
Yeah, I did. I don't have self-destructive habits like you.
I know. You had the discipline to cut it out. You used to do the same crap I did.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I got the diabetic thing, and I wasn't surprised because both my parents were, it didn't really surprise me. It wasn't as hard to do as I thought. But you just got to have will. The hardest thing for me, and it's not hard now, but it was to watch like football,
right?
College football, like on Saturday. And if Ohio State's playing, they're playing at noon, which is 11. That's like from 11 till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
you're looking at 9-10 hours sitting in front of that TV. And before it was just feeding one after
snacking.
This is just snacking one after another, and that was hard to stop. But once you got that, it wasn't that hard. It really wasn't.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, that Cajun place, we were there every Saturday we were in town. We were down there eating good, some good stuff. But then at night, And when Bama would play, I always got off guard by myself, and we would always make these nachos, home nachos, drink those Dr. Peppers.
Yeah.
And there could be a couple M&Ms somewhere around you've been over there.
Yeah,
you've seen
and then as a coach, your hours were so, I don't want to blame it on being a coach, but it's the truth.
That was tough, though.
The hours are insane.
And you see what you can get.
And
And you're always on the road. I mean,
Yeah.
so most options are fast food, especially when you got the kids on a bus or something. I mean,
let's
not
go
going
to Wendy's. Go to McDonald's. It's an easy habit to get into.
Yep.
And you're right. I remember those in Cape Coral that we did the Sunday meetings. Billy would bring those Dr. Peppers M&Ms in for me.
Right.
I'd eat a whole bag of M&Ms watching film, just drinking.
Those things are addictive.
I'd be bouncing off the walls, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. But 70 years old. All right, I got to get one thing else today in before we get really rolling. The name of the show is Hampson Devil, The Hampson Devil. It's on Prime Video. And the reason I bring this up.
They named it after me.
But you don't want this name. Believe me. It's a true story. It happened back in our stomping grounds. It was 2019. They're talking about McGregor. They're right over there where Billy ran that golf course. That was one of the places they
Fort Myers. I know McGregor well.
The guy is a good-looking guy. He starts his day off beating up his girlfriend in Cape Coral. He went and killed another lady in Cape Coral. A poor woman's walking down the street to, I forgot the name of the place, but we knew it. He picked her up, killed her, ran her over about 100 times back and forth. Then these women fall in love with him online. Cause a good-looking guy. Then he had tattoos made him look like a devil. Goes to court, and I'm only on the second series. True story. This guy, you talking about evil?
This happened in Fort Myers?
Cape Coral. And all in Cape Coral.
He was kind of a younger guy, though, wasn't he? Like 30?
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah, I had the tattoos.
You saw it?
I've seen the trailer.
You got to watch it.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. Listen,
I try not to watch this stuff because it makes me so mad. I try not to make myself.
If you got kids, women that you love, and your family, you got to pay attention. There's evil out there. We act like it's not there. It's out there. Go watch it.
It's definitely out there.
And what really intrigued me about it is because we grew up and we knew about. They were showing pictures of it. We're like, we've been there.
Yeah.
We've been there. We know where that's at. And I almost called you last night because Julie goes, that was in 1999. I said, no, it wasn't. It was 2019 when it happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because 1999, we were right in the middle of it.
You'd have been there. I wouldn't have been there, but you'd have been
Well,
there.
Ted Bundy went through Tallahassee and Florida State, so that was like a very close situation. And I think one of my math teachers at Bay High was there when her sorority sister was killed up there, too.
Really?
So,
Evil is around. Pay attention. But anyway, I'm going to give another shout out to the Sheriff's Department. You guys did an incredible job. And heck, I might try to get one of them on here on the show. And I do like the fact that we have these high school football games in Bay County. They're always there. They have people there, and they support us, and they protect us, and we love you guys. We appreciate what you do. But I want to start with this. Pepper's Restaurant, Mexican Grill. We have got to get out there. Julie had been under the weather, so we hadn't been there yet. We are doing live commercials for them. We'll start doing our regular commercials for them on radio, which is a big deal. It's probably tomorrow or today. But they have two great, wonderful locations over there in 77, right across from the old mall. That place is incredible. Then we've been wanting one on Panama City Beach. We finally got it. It's incredible. Go check it out. It's where the TG Fridays used to be. They've remodeled the inside. It's incredible in there. We went there for Julie's Hall of Fame dinner. Did you come?
No.
Okay. But we had a bunch of people in there, and their margaritas are incredible. Buy one, get one free. Draft beer. Coach Brian Norman was there. Thomas Ray, Jared, and Julie's friends from Mississippi, her brother. We had a wonderful time. All military personnel. Every Monday you get a 10% discount. And the food, go check it out. You'll love it. I love the chips. It's really good. Jason, we have got to go. Yeah. I think Thursday night, we're going to try to go there Thursday night and have a good time. Also, don't forget about the legendary Beef O'Brays in Lynn Haven. Pat Monroe does a great job with their city commissioner. Wonderful, man. Pat has taken advantage of Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Talk about that. He looks great.
No, he does. He came in. He was just trying to get healthier, lose some weight, and we've helped him get on the right track with some supplements, get off some medication. So he's feeling good, looking good. So happy for him. But, come in, talk to us. I'm there 2 to 5 every day. If you want to come talk to me, get set up, and I'll give you some samples and give you some options on what you can do. Everybody needs to be diagnosed, and we have different plans for everybody. It's not a cookie-cutter situation. And
it's all natural.
Yeah, and it's all natural just to lower blood pressure, lose body fat, maintain retained muscle. So, but he's looking good, feeling good. So happy for him, and it's always good to see him.
Keep your kids off sugar. You'll be glad you do. You want to live longer, be healthier, keep them off sugar. Also, we're already over in Lynn Haven, the great city of Lynn Haven. You got to go see Russ and Amber, David Adams Jewelry, designer jewelry. They do such wonderful work. They work with you. They don't try to take every penny out of your pocket. They got great merchandise over there, but just wonderful people. You got something that's broke or something you want specially made, they do it right there. They don't ship it off out of Bay County. They get it done right there at their shop. They do a wonderful job. Right down the street. We'll be right back. You listen to 104.3. We are live at J. Michaels Studios, the legendary J. Michaels. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The sports talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite sports talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the sports talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Tuesday. Mostly sunshine this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour coming out of the south-southwest, and look for the high to be 64. Tonight, there will be a variety of very light showers and some clouds with the temperature reaching 58. Partly cloudy and sprinkling tomorrow with the high of 63. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief, from medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
That boot store reminds you that it doesn't hurt to give something stylish and practical on Valentine's Day. Just think, fellas, what she's gonna look like in that special Western outfit. Wow. Ladies, he'll look sharp in those jeans and new hat, too. Okay, fellas, to be on the safe side and not be sleeping on the couch, that boot store suggests that you complement that Western outfit with some lovely flowers, candy, or romantic art. Maybe all three. Just a suggestion from that boot store. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5. Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City.
Hey, sports fans. This is Orlando Magic's power forward, Jonathan Isaac. And you're listening to Coach James Hale Morning Show live from J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We got the legendary Jason Kovaleski from Bay High School. You can't get more local than that. His beautiful mother, athletic scholarship winner, Ohio State Buckeyes basketball player and tennis player. She was incredible. I don't know, how many years did you at Bay High School?
I don't even know. I know she probably taught 30 years, 35 years sitting here in Ohio.
At Hall of Fame, the one and only Jim Brandt. How many years you coach altogether?
About 37, 38, something like that.
Unbelievable. And actually started out coaching in Ohio, correct?
Yes, sir.
And we got a special guest today running the board, the one and only Randy Eugene Williams. Randy, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, brother.
His daddy named him Sue. He changed it. He changed the name. They wrote a song about him, but I'm glad he changed it to Randy.
I am too, because I got tired of people calling me Sue.
Anyway, I want to apologize to Patrick Garner. Patrick, you were right. I was wrong. He said we were talking about the girls' competitive cheerleading. And I said, that's not, this is something new. He goes, no, they've been doing it a while. I said, no, they used to have cheerleading teams, and all they did was do the cheers. They didn't have separate things. It was a big deal. And Julie goes, you hadn't coached in 13 years. I said, oh, crap, he's right.
Yeah.
I said, when did they start that? She goes, right after we left, maybe the year we were there. I said, oh, my God. I said, Pat was right. I could have sworn he was wrong. But anyway, Pat, you were right. I apologize. Not really. All right, I want to get into Lou Holtz. All right, question for you guys. He's the only head coach in college football history to send 6 different programs, 6 different football teams to a bowl game. Can you name who they are?
I can name a lot of them. And this is no particular order. Arkansas?
Yes.
South Carolina?
Yes.
Minnesota?
Yes.
Notre Dame?
Yes.
William and Mary? He coached at William and Mary. How many is that? I don't know.
5. That's great, man. I knew you could get it.
Did he coach at West Virginia?
No. He's from West Virginia, but no.
Okay.
No, I don't know the other one. What's the other one?
Where did he start? What's a famous quote?
Ohio State. Ohio State.
Well, he wasn't the head coach.
But he
there.
wasn't head coach.
But what was the famous quote? He said, "What man at that size or any size would say this to Woody Hayes on the sidelines in the Rose Bowl?" Jim, tell us that story, please.
Lou Holtz in 1968 was a young assistant. He was a defensive back coach at Ohio State. They were playing for the national championship in the Rose Bowl against O.J. Simpson.
USC.
Very good matchup. All right. Ohio State didn't start off real well. O.J. got the ball, went about 85 yards for a touchdown. Outran everybody like he did because he was that good.
Yeah.
So he went about 85 yards for a touchdown, and Woody Hayes is going nuts on the sideline, as he often did. So he says to Lou Holtz, who the first coach he could probably find and chew out, "How come he went that far? Now, how could you guys let him go that far? And why did he go that?" And Lou Holtz, now he couldn't have been probably 20s, late 20s, says to Woody Hayes, "Well, Coach, that's all he needed to do. That's as far as he needed to go." Could you imagine
saying that to Woody Hayes?
No. I can't say the other word. Not no, but no.
Yeah.
To Woody Hayes, are you kidding? To any head coach, let alone Woody Hayes. It's like, now, truth be told, Lou Holtz became the head coach at William and Mary the next year, so maybe Woody shipped him out. I don't know.
If Woody Hayes been mad, got in my face, grabbed me and said it, I wouldn't even answer it. I just looked at him.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, sir.
People don't realize him and Bear Bryant were big guys. They weren't small.
And
like
they were good friends also.
Yeah, they were very similar.
Earl Bruce is on that staff, too.
Yeah, Urban Meyer was eventually. That's his mentor was.
When Coach Bryant died, that was a big deal because all
Nick
these
Saban
famous coaches were there.
Bo was probably there,
and
too.
they saw Woody Hayes, so everybody was at the funeral. All the media, they were all taking pictures of Woody Hayes at Bear Bryant's funeral because he was big in the South. He was big national. He was a big name in college football. But no, all right, let's get back to Coach. And I had a lot of respect for Lou Holtz. The longer I watched him, the more I was like, man, this guy's a really good coach.
Oh, he's really good.
Now, Jim, you got most of them right. Jason, let's give you a shot at it. Lou Holtz was a head football coach, 6 different programs to a college bowl game. That's a record. No one's ever done that. No other coach has ever done that. Give us the names of the schools.
Of the ones he just said.
Yes.
Arkansas, Notre Dame, South Carolina, William and Mary.
I thought the other one. I just thought of the other one. Well, go ahead.
I'm going to defer to Jim.
Oh, okay. All right.
North Carolina State was the other one.
God dog it. I didn't think y'all would ever get I didn't think you guys would ever
get
that.
He moved, for as good as he was, he moved around a lot.
You know, NC State's not a bad football job.
No, none of that.
They usually win there, regardless who the coach is. That's a pretty good program.
Where the sleeping giant would be was Maryland. People don't understand that. That's where Under Armour started, and they have Under Armour backing for NIL. I mean,
if they would stay in the ACC,
if they would have just get a good coach. I mean, I don't know what they're doing with their coaching situation. If they brought in a top-notch coach that understood NIL, they have enough money to compete on this in this era.
Yeah, in the old days, I'd argue with that. Those certain schools can't win. Them days are over. Vandy had a good year last couple of years. Well, look what Indiana did.
But that Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland area produces a ton of talent.
Yeah, they do.
A ton. Because Ohio State's got a lot of it.
Yeah, they do.
I got one of those.
Yes, they do.
Matter of fact, the number 1 player in 2026 was from their defensive end. I think his name's Ely or Yuli or something like that. We recruited him hard, but the Under Armour money was too much.
We were in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know, was the Under Armour coach? No, I don't know what it was called back then. All-American coaching clinic. Remember the clinics we used to go to? And we were on the elevator with Joe Paterno, and I was shocked how small he was.
Yeah,
a little bitty guy, and his glasses how thick. And he was friendly. Weren't you on the elevator with us?
Yeah,
he was friendly and everything, no doubt. But I never got around Lou Holtz. Did you ever get?
No. He's not very big either.
Yeah, but we've been around all of them except for him. That's about the only big name coach I don't think we listened to or went to see or visited with. But I heard he would sit there and go over football with you. Great motivator. I read his book, And I'm telling you what, he was sharp. He was smart, man. And he was a little bitty thing. He said, I've got a voice. What did he say? Maybe I got it written down. Oh, here you go. He said, I have a face for radio and a voice to be silenced. Yeah, so he was pretty good.
It's funny. Somebody said that about you the other day.
Exactly.
Thank you, Randy. I
think it was Wildcat.
Well, anyway, the game, Notre Dame versus Miami. Remember those couple years there when that game was unbelievably big?
Yeah, it was.
And I'll be honest with you, that one game played at Notre Dame, I thought Notre Dame got robbed by the officials. Can you remember that? Are you young enough to remember? Are you old enough to remember?
And that where they scored and they called them short on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
It was on 3rd and goal or 4th and goal or something. I can't remember everything.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember thinking they got robbed there. I think the officials really helped Notre Dame in that ball game.
Happens a lot lately.
Nothing new.
Now, we did get some reports that he had passed away, and I really believe this stuff on Facebook now, I don't know what you call it. It's like a real article, and it's all lies.
It's AI generated stuff. We fall for the recruiting articles all the time. I do. Right. I mean, you don't know it. Like, the wide receiver, Ryan Williams is transferring to Ohio State to, Jeremiah Smith, and it's just totally false. So you got to be really careful about Facebook.
Yeah, there was a couple about Lou Holtz passing, and they weren't true.
Yeah, his son came and said, no, he's still fighting. He isn't hot. That is true that he's at the end, but how old is he? He's 87, 89?
87, 88. Yeah, he's almost 90.
Yeah.
The last 2 years when you saw him, you could tell age is really kind of set in. I hate that him and Ryan Day got in that little tussle because he's been so big for Ohio State, not just Notre Dame. I mean, he's influenced Urban Meyer. It's probably why Urban Meyer came back to Ohio State after he left Florida. So, and I love Lou Holtz. I've always watched. I rooted for Notre Dame back in the day. That was kind of the standard in the Midwest for football at the time. So, great coach, great man. I'm just sad to see that he's in hospice.
Well, I want to give you a little shout out, a little warning. What we'll be doing next week here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Looking forward to it too. I've contacted all these head coaches. They are incredible. I will say this is probably, if we throw in Southwalt and throw Nick in there, this is probably the greatest group of head baseball coaches at one time in this part of the state. I really believe that. You got Doug Lee. He'll be coming. Mosley will be every Thursday, 7:15. Coach Doug Lee will be on talking about Mosley baseball. Monday, 7 o'clock, we got Nick. He's head baseball coach at South Walton. Look what they did last year. That team's incredible. They're going to keep it rolling.
Got his son back who's a senior.
An unbelievable player. One of the top. He might even go professional. Not even go. Who knows? I don't know what he's going to do. But it's 7 o'clock. We'll have South Walton. 7:15 will be Coach Jones. Look what he's done at Arnold High School. He has turned that thing around. He's built a powerhouse at Arnold. Look at the players. Coop Moss is Florida. They've had several players leave there and go college at Florida Gators. Tuesday will be Rutherford Coach Coffin. Wednesday will be Coach Hudson, Bay High School. Look at Coach Hudson. That guy is a great, great coach. Yeah. No doubt. Wherever he goes, he wins. He's got Bay turned around. Then I told you again, Thursday, Coach Lee Mosley. And then on Friday, Bozeman Day. Brian Norman, he was in here yesterday. I don't know if you heard him or not. He was here yesterday, did a great job. He will keep that thing rolling. But I tell you what, that's a big shoes to fill following Jeff Patton.
Yeah, it is.
That's like Jeff is the real deal. There's no doubt about that. So, again, we got all these teams going to be fighting. Who's the best team in Bay County? Who knows? We'll find out after this year. But they'll all be fighting for this. They'll all be fighting for a playoff position. I don't know which team this year will go in a deep run for the state championship, but I guarantee you we'll have one or two.
Yeah.
We always do. All right, let's talk to some of our wonderful, outstanding sponsors, like Dr. Ward. I'm excited about having him on to March 7:30. Matter of fact, I got an appointment with him today at 1:30. If it doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, you go see him. Don't put it off. Only it takes 5 minutes. It can save your life. If you're listening right now in Northwest Florida, there's an office near you. We got one on Panama City Beach. Matter of fact, these friends of ours from Ohio, big Buckeye fans, by the way, they went to the office on the beach, and they were really impressed and really happy they went there. Also, newbies, we got 4 wonderful locations. John and Charlotte always give back to the community. Let's make sure we go support them. Newbies Two on the Curve, that's where you go watch all sporting events. Also, Steve's Bike Shop, you can't get more local than Steve Bertishaw. He's a swim coach at Mosley. They've been in business since 1976. If you can stay in business that long, you're doing something right. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got new and used electrical bikes. If you do make a mistake like I have done in the past, you go buy a bike from a big department store chain, you get home and the tires are flat, they never keep the air. do what I did. Take it over to Steve's. They'll fix it up. They'll put new tires on it, or they'll fix the ones you have. The guy's incredible. That is Steve's Body Shop on 23rd Street. We'll be right back. 104. We get back. FSU update by Jim Brandt.
ESPN Northwest Florida presents the most college basketball.
Three-pointer. College basketball is back.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
The SEC, ACC, and beyond.
Oh, you saw that coming, Rampant.
The biggest games play right here.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU up, though. I just got through talking about it. John Shard, love you people. Get out to one of the 4 News, have a great time. The new one in St. Andrews, big, beautiful facility. Go check it out. That's one of Glenn Manley's favorite. Newbie Still in the Curve. Go watch all sporting events. Appreciate the FSU update. Let's take this phone call. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I am outstanding. Who is this?
This is Justin.
Hey, Justin. Where you live? Panama City Beach or Panama City? Where you live?
Panama City Beach.
Good man. What's your What's your favorite college football team?
I would have to go with my wife's choice, which would be the FSU.
All right, that's good. FSU update. What do you got for us today?
Hey, I just want to call and let you guys know. I don't know if you guys follow too closely with Dallas Cowboys and whatnot, but they had there was a lovely guy. He was my neighbor for a long time, good friend, Scott Laidlaw. He played for the Cowboys back in the 70s, went to the Super Bowl, got his ring. Anyway, recently he moved up to Tennessee to be closer to his kids, but he passed away last week, Thursday, and just wanted to put that out there, let you guys know.
I remember the name for sure.
Yeah. I didn't know he lived in the area, though.
I didn't either. Wow. Did he live
on the
beach?
He lived on the beach on the West End. Yeah, they stayed literally right across my driveway from me. So he was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Apparently had some complications, some health issues, and went downhill from there.
Wow. Very sad. That. Do you know how old he was?
He was 72.
Wow. That's not really
that old
family
anymore. And kids. That's for
You're pretty close to that, aren't you?
Yeah. Thank you, Randy. Yeah. I tell you what, if you know anybody like that, again, anybody's listening, you got somebody out there that's done something like that, give us a call. We'd love to have somebody like that come on the radio and talk. I've always liked the Cowboys. I think everybody kind of follows the Cowboys to some degree.
Love them or hate them, your eyeballs are there.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're America's team.
Yeah. Hey, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, because I got a reason for it.
I'm 42.
Okay, well, you're young, but there's a guy that played for the Cowboys named Leroy Jordan. He played linebacker at Alabama, All-American, unbelievable football player. He had 31 tackles in the Orange Bowl versus Oklahoma.
Wow.
Kennedy was there. President Kennedy was there. 31 tackles. That's still a record. Went to the Cowboys, and he was a stud there for years.
Great player.
Yeah, I don't know. You're probably too young to remember him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Number 55, Leroy Jordan.
He was a great player.
You remember that cowboy from Pensacola, played at Escambia High School over there, and then went on to the Florida Gators and played for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was
Emmett Smith, a heck of a running back.
He was special.
Kind of a big name, yeah.
He was okay.
He's the best Irish.
He was okay. He was okay.
Jason said he's okay.
Why FSU? Why are you a big why y'all FSU?
He said his wife, man.
Why? But why? But why did she? Why does she not? Why not Alabama or Florida?
Because his wife said no.
That's right. Yes, dear.
He's a smart man.
No, we grew up in Florida. We grew up Gators, really, and then we moved to the area after I retired from the military. And the sister FSU campus here is amazing, and our son is set to go as soon as he graduates high school. So we're definitely rooting for him and that team.
Yeah, does your boy go to Arnold?
Yeah, he goes to Arnold.
Good man, good man. Now, you said you moved this. Where else did you live in Florida?
Well, I was born and raised down in Orlando, close to the east side, so about halfway between Orlando and Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, okay. Had you ever heard of a place called Lake Wales?
Yes.
About 45 miles south of Orlando. I worked there. I was the head coach there for about 8 years.
That was before me. Don't look at me.
Back in the 80s. And do you remember, I don't know if you were down there in the 80s, there was hardly any people down there then. And now you can't even
hardly
move.
anybody.
Yeah, you can't move now. It's like wall-to-wall people wherever you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when the tourist season hits here and the roads are locked up. It's like that almost every day.
I can't handle it. Yeah. I really can't handle that. Do you like it better up here? Are you going to stay up here from now on? Or will you ever get back down there?
Yeah, no, we love it up here. We bought a home when we moved here, sight unseen, and the people are fantastic. The atmosphere is fantastic. Made really great friends, and we love being a stone's throw from the water. So we're definitely going to stay here.
Well, I tell you what. Now I don't know if you've been to Pepper's, that new one on Panama City Beach. Go check that out. I think you'll love it. Also, you ever been to J. Michael's restaurant?
I have not.
You got to go. Matter of fact, Wednesday, if you'd like to come down there and buy my lunch, I'll be there Wednesday. I would love to sit with you.
They will.
He's not kidding either.
Bring your wife.
There's no shame.
Always trying to scam somebody out of a free lunch.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
All right, J. Michaels.
All right, bud. Hey, thank you for the call. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you guys.
All right. Jim, what do you got for FSU? Is that pretty good? That warmed you up?
Yeah. Excuse me. All right, I got a question for you. You know, obviously, Gene Chizik. Gus Malzahn retiring is the big news for Florida State. I was ordered not to talk about him, so I'm not going to talk about him.
Auburn update, yeah.
But I am going to reference him in a little bit.
All right.
So if he's leaving, he called the plays. Who's going to call the plays? That was the first thing I thought of. Who's going to call the plays?
I can't remember the guys. They've already promoted the guy that was the offensive coordinator for
Norvell is going to call the plays.
Yeah, he already said he was.
You guys want to?
No, Randy's right. They upgraded one guy to OC, but Norvell is going to call plays.
Okay, you guys want to do this?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
All right, thank you.
We apologize.
We got excited.
I can't say what I want to say. But anyway, yes, they did promote Tim Harris Jr. to OC, but it's an empty title. It doesn't mean anything. The person who's going to call the plays is going to be Mike Norvell. So me being the person that I am, the devil's advocate, I said, I wonder how many head coaches that call the plays have actually won a national championship. So I Googled that yesterday. And, of course, it's on there. You can find anything. In the last 40 years, how many head coaches, or defense coordinators for that matter, have called plays for a national championship team in the last 40 years?
And won it? And won it?
And won. How many?
Spurrier.
Jimbo Fisher.
Fisher.
I think it was only 3.
That's only 2 I can think of.
You got
any of them defense?
No, they're all offense.
All right.
You got to be fair. There's 4. You guys
Give
got
us a hint.
You got 2 of them. They're both very well-known persons, big-time programs. Not.
Well, no, it's not Nick Saban.
Don't tell.
In the news all the time.
In the news all the time.
Their programs are well-known. One in the East, one more in the Midwest.
Notre Dame.
No, not Notre Dame.
East.
Ryan Day won a national championship. He used to call the plays, but the year he won it, he wasn't calling the plays. Chip Kelly was.
Kelly.
That's right.
So, all right, here's my next hint. Both these remaining programs are in the Big Ten now.
USC.
No. I said in the East and the Midwest there, Junior.
Oh, my bad.
Not USC. Come on, man. Pay attention.
Were these recent or like past?
In the last 40 years.
40.
But they're well known, extremely well. They're in the Big Ten. Now, come on, guys.
Nebraska?
There's one. Who's the head coach of Nebraska?
Osborne?
Tom Osborne. There's one left.
So we got 3 of them.
Yeah.
In the East.
In the Big Ten. In the last 40 years.
So
you guys aren't thinking real hard. I'll give you another. You've already mentioned him. You mentioned him.
Joe Paterno.
Joe Paterno.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know he called plays.
I didn't know he called plays.
Called offense. Yeah.
All right, give us that 4 again.
In the 40,
we did pretty good. We got
in the last 40 years, no particular order: Jimbo Fisher, Tom Osborne, Steve Spurrier, Joe Paterno. So my point is, the point of all this was not just to have a trivia game. The point of this was, it's not.
I like that game.
Failed.
It's not a big automatic thing that your head coach calls plays. You know, it's not. You mean you look historically, it has no impact at all. It really doesn't.
A lot of people think it's a detriment because you can't focus on the entire team.
Right.
When you're creating a game plan, when you're in the game and things go wrong on one side of the ball or special teams or you got to address a player, you're so involved in what's the next play, what's the next series that you're not really paying attention to the whole spectrum.
Right.
Now, you probably already have this, and I don't want to steal your thunder, but when he called plays, I think 3 years ago, they were ranked 133rd out of 134 teams and scored Mike Norvell. So he used to call the plays, and they were ranked 133rd. They wanted him fired for that. So they ranked 133rd in points scored out of 134 teams when he was the offensive coordinator.
But my point is, it doesn't guarantee you're winning. It does. And here's the other thing: we both coach, and we both know this. We're both head coaches. We're both assistant coaches. The head coach always knows what the defense is.
Right.
They always know what the play is.
They're on the headset.
Because I used to laugh about this. He's going,
Golding.
Nick Saban knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
He's going over his headphones. Come on, people. He knows.
And he's a defense-minded guy.
Yeah. You know, so...
And even like Ohio State and Ryan Day, you may change offensive coordinators, but if you look at the product on the field, it doesn't change a whole lot. Now, Chip Kelly ran some different stuff because he was very experienced. But when you look at a Nick Saban defense, I don't care if it's Golding or Pruitt or whatever, it's Nick Saban's defense. So they're just making the calls. He's on the headset. If he don't like something, he's going to overrule him like, no, we need to get out of that, or call a timeout or something like that. So, but the offense coordinator, people talk about Steve Sarkisian and him calling plays that he should get up play calling and all this. So I don't think that's necessarily a good thing for Florida State.
I don't either.
Maybe they'll give him another year and go, well, I'm going to fire myself and hire a new OC.
Well, because I was kind of like you. I was like, well, no, he didn't do that well before. It's like, wonder who he's going to get. So I was thinking, like Randy was saying, it's going to be Tim Harris. It's going to be the offensive coordinator guy. And you get that title, but they don't call the plays, you know, so...
I think the timing of this is very strange. I think you should have done that right after signing day. That way they could have brought in a new coach, at least a new fresh set of eyes, because now you can have unlimited coaches. All coaches can't recruit, but you can have unlimited coaches.
In the old days, you wanted to keep everything quiet about your staff until after, because a guy's been recruiting a certain player, part of the country that they recruit. They don't want to lose those players, so they keep everything quiet. They sign them. In the old days, that's when they would fire him, or the guy would take, then he would announce where he's leaving.
But if you look at their portal acquisitions and the way they recruited, they were recruiting like Gus Malzahn was going to be there. They brought in Ashton Daniels, who was a dual threat quarterback, to run his system, and now he's leaving. Something doesn't smell right with all that.
It opens up. Can't the players at Florida State? No, that's the head coach.
That's the head coach.
Yeah,
they're signed.
I did just get this text in here directed to Jim Brandt. It sounds like another promising 3-9 season for FSU. That's not nice. That had to be a Gator fan.
I would say 5-7 to 8-4. 8-4 would be a really, really good coaching job.
Here's what I say: if you're looking for a roof, or not just a roof, but if you want something built the right way, you got to go with the legendary family. You got to go with a legend, Kyle Vandegrift, TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They'll design it. They'll build it. Commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. You got an insurance company bothering you about your roof. Hey, we're going to drop you. Your roof's up there in age. Don't freak out. Call Kyle. They got a game plan. They know what to do. They'll get them off your back, and they'll get the roof built for you. But again, not just roofs. Now, he's got contracts with the government, Bay District. He does everything. The guy's incredible. Listen to Kyle every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. If you got bugs in the house, you've been bitten by a spider lately, you got to call Turf Pro Pest Control. Patrick Garner will come out. He'll get a game plan. All your bug problems will be gone. Your yard, you want it to look like a golf course, Turf Pro Pest Control can make that happen. They'll come out, put up a game plan. They'll execute it. Your yard will look absolutely beautiful. You can't get more local than Turf Pro Pest Control. Patrick, the owner, his daughter, well, great family. His daughter, Mosley High School cheerleader. She's incredible. Son will be going there also playing ball at Mosley High School. Turf Pro Pest Control, number 1. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida is taking it to the hole. Your home for the most live college basketball in the Gulf Coast. The ACC, SEC, and the biggest games in the country. Plus the official station of March Madness.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
Hear every slam dunk in ultra-high fidelity right here.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Tuesday. Mostly sunshine this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour coming out of the south-southwest, and look for the high to be 64. Tonight, there will be a variety of very light showers and some clouds with the temperature reaching 58. Partly cloudy and sprinkling tomorrow with the high of 63. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Ask for special ESPN Northwest Florida pricing.
That boot store reminds you that it doesn't hurt to give something stylish and practical on Valentine's Day. Just think, fellas, what she's going to look like in that special Western outfit. Wow. Ladies, he'll look sharp in those jeans and new hat, too. Okay, fellas, to be on the safe side and not be sleeping on the couch, that boot store suggests that you complement that Western outfit with some lovely flowers, candy, or romantic art. Maybe all three. Just a suggestion from that boot store. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5. Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
kind of a big deal.
Mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. All right. This is embarrassing when it happens to you. If you're offensive coordinator, you don't last very long if you get many of these. Last time teams were shut out, I want to start the Big Ten. And I'll start with my Buckeye boys. You got to go back a little ways for this to happen. When's the last time the Ohio State Buckeyes, with that explosive offense, with all the great players that they bring in there, they're always good. Matter of fact, I can't remember last time they had a real bad year. Their offense is always hard to stop the running attack. It's always hard to stop the receivers. When's the last time the Ohio State Buckeyes, it's been a while now, had a shutout? When somebody blanked them, no points for the Buckeyes?
I know this.
Was it the 90s? Okay, I don't know it then.
Urban Meyer was the coach.
That's what shocks me. Go ahead, Jim.
2016 against Clemson.
Yeah.
31-0
in the bowl game, I think.
That was a playoff game.
Yeah.
JT Barrett.
That was embarrassing.
Was that in the Orange Bowl?
I don't know.
I think it was in the Orange Bowl.
It was against Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the year, because I think I watched that game. We were outside Dallas. They were Cotton Bowl, Alabama, Mississippi State. The first game was Clemson, Ohio State, I think. And I can remember watching it going, wow.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Shocked me.
I don't remember where it was played, but they did.
Isn't that the worst defeat he's had?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
talking
sure.
about ever.
I think the Purdue defeat was worse because I think they gave
well,
up
the competition,
50,
but the score, that was probably the worst score.
That's right. But that's 2016. I thought it would be like 2000, something like that. Okay, let's shop gears. I'll stay in the Big Ten. Just give me a second. Now, I will go to the ACC. When's the last time the Miami Hurricanes were shut out? It's not that long ago. You'll never know. Matter of fact, I'm just going to tell you this because I know we don't keep up with Miami like we do these other teams. Miami, the Hurricanes, the last time their offense was shut out was 2019. 2019. The Big Ten, when's the last time the Michigan Wolverines were shut out? Didn't give up anything.
No idea.
It was 2014, and I don't know who they played.
I don't either.
But that's the last time. And Michigan's got great players. It's coward to believe they couldn't score a field goal or something. Staying in the Big Ten, let's see if I got anybody else I wanted to write. Oh, Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame. Last time Notre Dame was shut out, 2008. Oregon out of the Big Ten, last time no one let them score, they shut them out, 2007. Now, all you FSU fans, we've always had great skill players at FSU. When's the last time someone shut out Florida State Seminoles? 2006.
Wow.
2006, almost 20 years ago, the last time somebody shut them out. It's probably the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles.
Probably.
Sure. Clemson, the ACC, last time they didn't score any points, 2003. Penn State, out of the Big Ten, 2001. That's pretty good now. That's pretty good. 25 years, they ain't getting points. Let's focus on the SEC. Let's focus on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Oh, my God. When's the last time, that powerful wishbone in the 70s, these great NFL players, especially running backs at Alabama throughout the years, when's the last time Alabama did not score a point?
No idea. I would call you if somebody asked me that.
Who knows? I have no idea.
You're going to be shocked. It's like back in before we had electricity. No, I'm kidding. The year was 2000. 2000, they didn't score any points.
Was that Mike Shula?
No, that was DeBose.
Okay.
Coach DeBose. And I think it was either Auburn, maybe UCLA. I can't remember. I had to write it down. There's too much information. I did this for Randy. Last time Louisville had a shutout, nobody scored, was 2000. So that's 25 years ago, Louisville did it. Nebraska, this was unbelievable. I didn't know this, and they were great. They had a great team back then. Last time and out of the Big Ten, 1996, last time they didn't score. And I thought they'd have a shutout since then because they joined the Big Ten.
Right.
But that's pretty good. Georgia Bulldogs, last time they were shut out, 1995.
Dang.
Florida Gators. This is going to blow your mind. Just guess. Last time Florida's shut out. Just throw a number out there. Throw a year.
84.
It was before Spurrier.
Yeah.
It was before. It had to be before. Yeah. 1988 was the last time the Florida Gators were shut out. Well, think about it. You live in this state, all these great athletes, receivers, running back. It's hard to kick a field goal. You know, that's pretty good. I did this for Wildcat. It's kind of sad. The last time Kentucky had a shutout, 2025. and every year after, every year before.
And counting.
Missouri, the Missouri Tigers. I did this for Bill Solomon. Last time Missouri was shut out was 2024. Georgia Tech, Coach Key. Last time Georgia Tech, I did this for Richard Sanders. Last time Georgia Tech was shut out, 2022. Oklahoma, you would think Oklahoma would score at will. Look at the Heisman trophies they've turned out. In the 70s, that wishbone was unstoppable. You would think it would go way back, but you'd be wrong. Oklahoma was shut out in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, that surprised me. Indiana, the national champs, Big Ten powerhouse. Last time they were shut out, 2021. Do you know who it was by? Was it Ohio State?
I don't know. I really can't remember.
South Carolina, last time they were shut out, 2021. Mississippi State.
Could this be any more random?
20. Hey, this is educational.
When's the last time Middle Tennessee State was shut out?
What about the Southern Miss Golden Eagles?
No, I didn't even look that up. Let me get through my SEC schools. LSU Fighting Tigers. Last time you were shut out, And they got great players there. My goodness. 2018.
Dang.
Tennessee Volunteers. Last time they were, I thought it was in Columbus. It was so ugly in the playoffs up there.
Yeah, they scored.
2017. Texas Longhorns. When's that? Texas Longhorns. Last time they were shot.
I have no clue on these. These are so
2015. Yeah, these make you think.
Yeah.
I already did Michigan 2014. Ole Miss Rebels. Last time they were shut out, 2014. Texas A&M 2014. The team we follow big time, the Auburn Tigers. The last time they were shut out, they were going through a really good run. It was in 2012.
That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
Because they've had some low-scoring games recently.
Yeah.
Some bad quarterback play.
Let's bring back Gus. Notre Dame, last time they were shut out, 2008. Oregon, 2007. Florida State, I already went over that. I wrote Clemson, Penn. I already did all those.
Yep.
I thought it was kind of interesting. Why I got this on here, I want to get it in. Oklahoma, I was looking at Oklahoma when I looked at some of this stuff. I said, how many national championships they won? And then they had an article about not just football. I was kind of looking at football because I thought it was more. But it went into Oklahoma, all the different conferences they're in, but winning national champs. Not the SEC, not the Big 12, whatever. National champs by all sports. Men's gymnastics, they've won 12 national championships. I didn't know that. 12 national championships. Softball, they are unbelievable softball team. No doubt about that. You have any idea how many they've won? They have won 8 national championships in softball.
They win like 3 in a row?
Yeah.
3 or 4.
And they wouldn't have lost the pitcher to Texas Tech.
Right.
It might have been again. And there you go back to money. Football, they won the national championship in 1950, 1955, 1956, 1974, 1975, 1985. Now, 74, 75, and 1985 were all wishbone teams. The last time they won a national championship, it's been a while, 2000. I thought they won one before then, but who was the coach in 2000?
Bob Stoops.
Yes, the former defensive coordinator. Women's
Youngstown, Ohio. Go ahead.
Women's gymnastics, they won 7 national championships. Wrestling, 7. Baseball, how many national champs? Not many. 2.
Still pretty good for a northern team.
But a team like that you look at everything, that's a lot of national champs, man. They take sports big time over there. Great school, great university. Boomer Sooners. How much time I got? Good. That sounds good. I want to get back into Jason Kovaleski, talk about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. We got families out there driving every day. They want to know what their sons and daughters can do to give their kids an edge to get a scholarship. You're not competing anymore locally. When you get a scholarship, you're competing nationally, regional, and it's tough to get one. This day and time, it's almost impossible because now you're going against college athletes. You know, they're going to take a guy that they know can play over a high school guy. Less kids are signing. So you've got to start earlier in the weight room. You got to eat correctly. And Jason, help these people out. What are some of the things you can do, these families that want to get the kids? What's some of the things they can take? I mean, I know creatine's a big deal. Talk about some of the things they should be doing and could be doing.
Yeah, creatine, we want to incorporate maybe like 16, 17. We don't want to incorporate that too early. You don't want to outgrow your natural body. But, food is going to be the ultimate equalizer on putting on muscle and size. And I know a lot of these kids have high metabolisms at that age. So you really want to maybe get a mass gainer in. We have a good mass gainer down there called Complete Mass 600 calories. It's only 4 grams of sugar. So you're getting 80 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein. We use that kind of as a mid-meal snack. So we try to get the kids to eat their 3 main meals, balanced protein, fats, good carbs. That's going to put on the size, but that mid-meal snack, because it's hard to get. Some of these kids are going to need to eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories. I mean, and I don't have to tell these parents how much these kids eat at, 15, 16, 17, but to really put on some size, you're looking at maybe 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day. So these mass gainers, drinking a shake that can get you another 600 to 1,200 calories in a day is really going to help them meet their calorie goals. So, but bring them down, let's put them on the InBody 570. Let's start tracking their results. It gives me a lot of numbers that I can help you see where you need to, how much food you really need to eat these. But protein is going to be the ultimate, source of what they need to be for their base of their diet. That's for anybody that wants to lose weight, build muscle. Protein is going to be building blocks of muscle, so you need to get a certain amount of protein in every day. We have a free sample bar, so come down there, check us out in Pier Park North or on 23rd Street.
Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Keep them off the sugar. It will absolutely kill you. The legendary J. Michaels Restaurant. They are open today. They close on Mondays, but they're open today. Today's special, black beans quesadilla, the best seafood, ice cold beer. Try the shrimp. It's the best shrimp anywhere, and their burger's the best burger in Bay County. I promise you that. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. We'll be right back. We get back. The Alabama Crimson Tide. What's going on from Bama? Not a whole lot. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida is the Panhandle's official radio home for Super Bowl 60.
Incredible!
Listen live in a rich audio experience on your home for the NFL in Super Bowl 60.
It's the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Touchdown!
Sunday, February 8th.
Coverage starts at 3.
Kickoff at 5:30.
Super Bowl 60.
Exclusively on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Tuesday. Mostly sunshine this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour coming out of the south-southwest, and look for the high to be 64. Tonight, there will be a variety of very light showers and some clouds with the temperature reaching 58. Partly cloudy and sprinkling tomorrow with the high of 63. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Get ready, boys. Valentine's Day is incoming. Coin and bullion reserves fine jewelry will make the process easy. Earrings, necklaces, diamonds, and engagement rings. Plus, free 1 dozen stunning red roses with purchase of $500 of jewelry or more. For decades, you've trusted Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry, the largest rare coin and bullion dealer in the Southeast. Finest jeweler in town, still at 2621 East 15th Street. Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry, your diamond headquarters.
WGSX Lynn Hayden, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Panama City's home for Super Bowl 60. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
These men need inspiration.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
They're motivated by Vicodin and road skank.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll Alabama Updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals taking care of locals. No one does a better job than Jason. I tell you what, you talk about local, graduated from Mosley High School. He started this business and he knocked a home run, baby. They've expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. I love seeing that truck in Bay Point, and they do. Everybody out there listening to us, they use them. If you've got one that's just not keeping the house warm like it should, and your power bill's going to the roof, you want to get it serviced at least twice a year, right before winter, right before summer. If you hadn't done that, call them now. It's going to save you money. If you got an old one, get rid of it. They'll come in and put a new one in. It's one of the few things you can purchase and pay for itself over a period of time. Jason, I know you're real happy about your business, how much money you save on your power bill and at home.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it makes up for, just putting in a new unit. It runs more efficiently. My power bill is lower at both places. So
yes, don't go some national. Go local. We deal with all local people here. That's all I want to deal with. That's where I spend my money. And nobody's more local than Stevenson Air Conditioning. And nobody's more local than Savannah. Don't you want to say something today, Jim Bob?
Yep. It was my birthday the other day, but it's also my daughter Savannah's birthday today. She's 26 years old. They broke the mold when they made Savannah. She's one of a kind.
Sweetheart.
They broke the mold with her. It's never a dull moment. Got a heart. She only weighs about 105 pounds. She's got a heart as big as all outdoors.
She is.
Loves animals. Worked at Disney.
Nice.
Well, she's
a sweetheart. She really is a sweetheart. All right.
Happy birthday, Nanny.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. All right, Alabama. What's going on, Bama? Well, we don't like this. Basketball has become really big there. Well, they've invested the money in it, and all the negative things are being said. Not all of the stuff's been negative about what they did with the basketball program, but this is not good. This is the first time Alabama's now out of the AP Top 25 after getting embarrassed by Florida 100-77. For Alabama, this is big for Alabama. And football is nothing, but for basketball, this is a big deal. 42 straight weeks, Alabama's been ranked in the AP Top 25 in basketball. It all came to an end. They're no longer in the Top 25. Again, they got beat. They didn't get beat. I watched that game. It was embarrassing. They got killed by the Gators, 100-77. It could be worse than that. Here are your top 25 teams. Missouri is number 1. Michigan's AP poll now, which really doesn't mean anything. Michigan, number 2. UConn, 3. 4th is Duke. Villanova, 5th. Gonzales, 6th. Iowa State, 7th. Houston, 8th. Nebraska, 9th. Michigan State, 10th. Kansas, I think it's Kansas, 11th. Purdue, 12th. Texas Tech is 13th. You know, you're starting to see Texas Tech in football, baseball, and basketball.
Yeah,
the guy wants to.
Very strong.
He is a billionaire. Trump loves him. His name had been mentioned on some kind of committee. He did not. He's a football player there, but he wants all the sports to be good. And you're kind of proving his point. He's proving the point of what you were talking about. Put the money into it. You build it, they will come.
Yep.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Texas Tech. North Carolina is 15th. Vandy is 15th. BYU is 16th. And number 17 is the Florida. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care where Florida's ranked right now. They get hot at the end of the year, they can win it all again. They got some big guys out there.
There's some really good teams this year. Arizona, Michigan come to mind. I mean, they put some beatings on like Auburn and Gonzaga. They're like 30, 40-point wins. Michigan just had a big win over Michigan State. Arizona's still undefeated. Nebraska's really good. I mean, you know, Florida's peaking right now. I mean, you don't want to be playing Florida right now, but there's some. It should be a good tournament this year.
18th, Virginia. St. Louis is 19th. Clemson, 20th. Arkansas, 21. Kentucky just beat Arkansas at Arkansas.
Kentucky's playing better.
Yeah, they
started a little rough.
Yeah. 22nd, St. John's. I think he just won. Every time he wins a game, it's like he's breaking.
I think 900. I think is what it was.
You got to give him credit, man. Just don't go eat where he eats. Yeah. But the guy is an incredible basketball coach. I mean, he really is. 23rd, Miami of Ohio. 24 is Louisville, and 25 Tennessee. I do think Tennessee's pretty good. That's your top 25 AP poll. Again, Bama's out. 42 weeks they've been in it. They're gone. Dead, buried, over. They got coming up, the big one, the big game to me is Saturday, Alabama-Auburn in the Iron Bowl. But I think Bama's got a game. I think Bama plays Wednesday, but Auburn's off this week, so Auburn's going to be ready for that ball game. All right, this is to Alabama be pretty good in football next year. I picked out about 3 or 4 players I think are going to have to perform really well to give them a shot, have to be leaders, and have to play really well. Brown in the secondary, our cornerback. As the year went on, he got better and better and better. He had a pick six, 99-yard pick six versus Tennessee at home. And the place went completely nuts. And after that, Alabama pulls away from Tennessee. The game was closed right before halftime, but Brown intercepts that pass, takes it 99. That turned the whole ball game around. Alabama wins 37-20. So that was a big deal. He did it again out at Oklahoma in the first round as a playoff. Bama's down 17-zip. Looks like, embarrassing again. But no, he picked off a pass, took it to the house. That got Alabama rolling. Alabama wins the game 34-24 at Oklahoma. We think things are going pretty well. Then we go play the national champs Indiana and get destroyed. Now, I will say this. Watching them play Oregon the next ball game in the Peach Bowl, when I saw what they did to Oregon, I felt a little bit better about it. Not really, but somewhat. You can't.
Whatever makes you sleep better at night.
Yeah. Not as bad. You didn't feel as bad. Let me put it that way.
So both teams suck. So,
but for Bama, now in Auburn, he made a big play against Auburn too in that game. So he's got to play well. He's got to do a good job and maybe upgriff that part of the team if Alabama's going to have a shot in 2026. The other player, I think, has got to play well, and he got better as the year went on. I had nothing for the guy. And I'll be honest with you, if he'd played for Bear Bryant, maybe even Nick Saban, he probably never, I know for this, if he played with Coach Bryant and gave effort like that in the first game of the year, he'd never get back on the field. That's just the way Coach Bryant was. But that Hill boy, the safety, he had, let me go back. Let me go to Hubbard. I want to go to Hubbard. I'm talking about Hubbard, the safety. He was a star in the Iron Bowl. Played well. He made the hit on Cam Coleman at the end of the game. Alabama's got the lead. Auburn's driving. He puts it on him. He made Coleman fumble the football. Alabama recovers. Alabama wins the game at Auburn, 27-20. Without that play, I don't think it happens. He got better every single week. Against FSU, he loafed. I don't know what other way to say it. He loafed. He didn't play hard. He loafed. And it wasn't just him. There's a lot of people on defense, a lot of people on offense. I don't know what was going on there. It was embarrassing. Now, FSU was just better or what, but they did loaf. But I will say this, he did improve as the season went on. That was a big deal. He also had an interception against Auburn in that ball game. Now, this is not a good thing, I don't think. He was one of the leading tacklers on the team, and he plays safety.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good. He had 74 tackles. He had 47 solos. He had 4 interceptions for the year. He had 2 sacks. He had 3 forced fumbles, and that one against Auburn was huge. He had 8 pass deflection, which that's a good thing for a DB.
Yeah.
He has got to be a great leader. He came back. He made all SEC. He was up from some All-American teams and stuff like that. He's got to have a great year. Those two got to play really well in the back end of this defense for Alabama to have a shot. And then let's look at the running back position. We don't have a home run hitter, but Hale was the big, heavy, I think it was 235, 240, whatever it was. He has got to play better. He's got to do a good job in pass protection. That's really a key there, picking up the blitzes, being big enough to stop a linebacker, edge guy. I think he's big enough to do it. At some times during the season, he did pretty good, not all times. He just rushed for 284 yards. That has to improve. He only averaged 3.8 yards per carry, which is not very good. Matter of fact, Alabama's only averaged 3.8 the entire team, the entire year. That's one of the worst outputs for Alabama in years. But for Bama to play well, you got to remember now, he was only a redshirt freshman, big physical kid. He's got to improve, and he's got to have a good year for Bama to have a shot. I don't think he's got the speed to take it to the house. That is a concern for me. You've got to be able to do that in our league. In the SEC, if you're going to play for championships, you got to have somebody who can take it to the house. I'm not sure he can do it.
They went hard after Smothers, so, I mean, they wanted to address it, but you know, that story's been well documented.
Yeah, we had him, and we lost him. Now, he did a pretty good job catching the football. A lot of our running plays are a little swing past the tailbacks, which I can't stand. He had 28 receptions for 203 yards. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. He's big. He needs to get faster. He is a strong running back. We'll see. The last one I talked about, the true freshman that did a really good job, Brooks, the receiver, he did a great job. We lost some of our receivers. Some of our better receivers left and went to different schools. So I think one went to Texas A&M, one Texas, whatever, I can't remember. But anyway, what Brooks do is a true freshman. This is what I like about him. He's a true freshman. He played, he had 32 catches, 441 yards, 2 touchdowns. Everybody goes, why did you bring him up? You got Ryan Williams. Yeah, that's the reason I brought him up. Ryan Williams, we never know from week to week what we're going to get. He's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Now, he has all the ability in the world. He says the right things, but he doesn't always do the right things. I've heard he's a wonderful young man. I've heard that from so many different people. Jamie says he's a great guy. But Brooks, we got to be able to count on him. He should be a lot better from your freshman year to sophomore year. You got usually the most improvement. He's only 5'9". He's only 5'9", but he plays a lot bigger. He's got breakaway speed. He's a lot of talent. Got a lot of talent. Now, we did get some good receivers. I didn't realize that kid had started out at
Ohio State,
so
kid from NC State, Noah Rogers.
But for Bama to have a shot at the SEC and a shot at the playoffs, those guys right there are going to have to play really well. And, of course, the young players are going to have to step in there and get some things done.
Russell needs to be a guy.
Yeah. It's going to go back to play selection. Schemes matter. Are we going to try to throw the ball every single play and not be able to finish games? We can't win in the SEC just throwing the ball.
Your run game can't be a screen game.
No.
I mean, and that's kind of what the Boers' identity's been in the past. If you like watching Washington teams, just get the ball out quick to the wide receivers on the edge and block the defensive backs. But in the SEC, Big Ten, you've got to be physical up front and be able to run the ball and get 3, 4, 5 yards on first down and put your quarterback in situations where he's not in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, where the defense can just pin their ears back and come hit him.
We got to be. Do you want to have a great football team? There's 3 positions. You better have somebody who can play. Quarterback, you got to have a home run hit in the backfield. Right now, I'm not sure we've got one. Receiver, you got to have a guy that can take it to the house, an elite player that can score every time he touches the ball. Everybody thought it was going to be Williams. Let's wait and see on that. We're not 100% sure how we're there. And the offensive line, how good is the offensive line going to be? That's the key.
Just look at Miami this last year. I mean, they rode their offensive line all the way to possibly a national championship. Yep. And they're not going anywhere, guys, because they got a stud offensive lineman coming back, and they got a big-time quarterback coming in. So good luck with that. The other thing, you're worried about the quarterback, don't. We've got two. Yeah. We're in great shape. That true freshman, and listen, I think it's going to be him, Russell. What I've heard, and the little I saw him, they gave him a chance to play. The guy's a freak of nature. I mean, even if it's back, from what I saw against Indiana, he came down and moved the ball. Like, you know, it may not have finished drives.
These are big guys,
but he can run. He was big, got a big arm. He was accurate. He wasn't scared of the moment. So whoever wins that job is going to be really good. It's just going to be depending on, like you said, what their scheme's going to be and if the offensive line improves.
And we shall see. I'm not too excited about it. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I want to thank Stevenson Air Conditioning for the Alabama update. Also want to thank Russ and Amber. Not only are they beautiful people inside and out, they treat you like family. They are great. I mean, they truly are great people. Russ, I'm sorry about your 49ers getting beat, but I tell you what, you want to get what's coming up pretty soon, Valentine's Day. You got to go to David Adams Designer Jewelry. Right on 77, right there in Lynn Haven. Go check it out. You got some jewelry that you want to sell, they'll do that. You got something that's broke, or you want to design something special for that special person, they'll do it. And the great thing about that, they do everything in-house. They don't ship anything off. It's done right there. They are wonderful. They'll deal with you. Go check it out. Russ, hang in there, buddy. The 49ers will be good next year. Don't worry. Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 to fail skin cancer. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. And don't forget Super Bowl 60 right here, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. Auburn Tigers coming up. What's going on in Auburn? I'll tell you in a minute.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
I wish they'd just take the face mask off. There was a guy named Paul Bryant from Morro Bottom, Arkansas, who said face masks ruined football because you couldn't stiff-arm people in the nose.
A roll tide.
Yeah, well, whatever.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Tuesday. Mostly sunshine this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour coming out of the south-southwest, and look for the high to be 64. Tonight, there will be a variety of very light showers and some clouds with the temperature reaching 58. Partly cloudy and sprinkling tomorrow with the high of 63. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
I'd like to introduce.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
Milk was a bad choice.
If I could just have your attention.
60% of the time, it works every time.
If anyone wants to switch jobs, let me know.
Live from the J. Michael Studio.
I have many leather-bound books.
On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
She did that herself.
Whoa! I love that fight song. It's awesome. All right, don't forget we got Andy Birch catch him every Thursday, 8:15 on 104.3, every ESPN. Everything you need to know about the Auburn Tigers. He'll be talking to us this Thursday about the Iron Bowl basketball. Auburn seems to be heading in the right direction. I'm not sure about Bama. That's going to be that's a huge basketball game in the Iron Bowl in the great state of Alabama. All right, Jim brought it up earlier. I asked him not to do much on it because I wanted to focus in on his career at Auburn and FSU. But we all know that the former head coach, Gus Malzahn, former head coach at Auburn, is retiring from coaching college football. He's 60 years old. I didn't realize he was 60. I thought he was younger than that. He just passed job. He was FSU's offensive coordinator under Mike Norvell, FSU, last season. Norvell will be calling his own plays at FSU this year. We'll see how that works out. I think he should let someone else do it. That's just me. But I get it. If you're going to lose and get fired, do what you believe in. Okay, I can live with that. Now, Gus Malzahn was the head coach at Auburn from 2012 to 2020. He was also the head football coach at UCF. He was also the head football coach at Arkansas State. He coached college football a total of 35 years. He said at the time he retired, it's time for me to step away. I'm excited to spend more time with my family and focus on the next chapter of my life, whatever that's going to be. Will he get into TV, SEC Network, ACC Network? I'm not sure. He's well-spoken. He's a good-looking guy. I could see him doing some TV if that's what he chooses to do so. He's still being paid for Auburn in that $27 million payout. He had made decent money at Central Florida. They didn't have to pay him that much at Central Florida because he made so much at Auburn. Right. And I'm sure he made a good salary at FSU. So money's not going to be an issue. If he wanted to not do anything at all, he could do that. But that gets old. I think he will do something. What? I have no idea. He goes, I will continue to follow FSU. I think great things are in the future for that program. And went on and said more and more things about that. He was highly successful head high school football coach. He started out in high school in Arkansas. From there, he got a job at Arkansas as the offensive coordinator back in 2006. He was offensive coordinator also at Tulsa. I think he had some really great high school players that went to Arkansas, and maybe that was a package deal. He gets a job at Arkansas. And I can't remember who the head coach was. I don't know if it was Houston. I can't remember who the guy was that he worked for. But he took advantage of the opportunity he had, did a really good job. So he was named the head coach. Actually, he was head the OC at Auburn back in 2009 to 2011. And what did he do there? Well, he helped develop maybe one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in the 1 year he had him at Auburn, Cam Newton. He was the offensive coordinator there. What he started was the no-huddle, speed-up offense that you didn't see a whole lot in the SEC. You didn't see a whole lot of it in the country. It drove Nick Saban in Alabama absolutely nuts. Saban actually went to the NCAA and tried to get some rules on this safety of the players because of a no-huddle offense.
Fast. It worked. That's why you see the official standing over the ball if you substitute. Yeah. You have to wait for the defense to substitute, which I think is the dumbest rule.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Because you'll see these guys jog in, like we're running like a 15-second 40 out there, and they'll run the clock down to like 2 seconds. I'm like, get them in and off the field, man, what they're doing.
Thank you, Nick.
Exactly.
But what did he go? What kind of success did he have at Auburn? He was unbelievable. Auburn won the SEC. The quarterback won the Heisman Trophy. He was All-American. Again, they won the SEC. They won the 2010 National Championship, BCS National Championship game. They kick a field goal at the very end of the ball game, and they win the National Championship beating Oregon. And I'll never forget, I've got the running back's name. He looked like he was down against Oregon.
Dyer.
Dyer. And he wasn't, and he was smart enough to keep running. And I think they tackled. That was a huge play in the ball game. But his offense was exciting. People loved it. So what happens? He goes head coach at Arkansas State. He did a good job there. Guess what? He only stayed there 1 year. Why? Because Auburn came open in 2013. Wait a minute, Gus Chiswick won the national championship. They got fired him the next year? Yes. What have you done for me lately at Auburn? They got rid of Gene Chiswick. As we all know, Gene's back at SEC Network on TV. But he took over at Auburn, did an unbelievable job at Auburn. He led Auburn to, they won the SEC championship. They played for a national championship. They lost to FSU, and I think it was the Rose Bowl. I think it was the Rose Bowl. They lost to FSU, and FSU wins the national championship. So he kept it rolling. Matter of fact, he had more success against Alabama than anyone. But the other thing you got to remember, he will always be remembered for two of the greatest plays in college football history. The Prairie Jordan Hare, where Georgia for some reason, didn't have anybody back far enough. You usually try to get somebody on the goal line, and the receiver tips the ball.
I was going to say, wasn't it tipped twice by the defenders and the receiver, and then it landed in his hand?
And he runs it in for a touchdown, and you saw Mark Rick and the Georgia players collapse on the sidelines. Yeah. And Gus Malzahn's coaching ability, he had that play in. It worked. And then one you will never forget, some people voted the greatest play in college football, the kick six. Saban argues with officials. They listen to him. They give him a second. He doesn't throw the ball in the end zone and kicks a field goal. They missed three the whole game, and he kicks it. Didn't go far enough, and what happens? They take it back.
Not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Yeah, so he's remembered two of the biggest plays in college football history. 2017 Auburn football team won 10 games. He never had a losing record at Auburn in 8 years as a head football coach. They fired him after the 2020 season. His record at Auburn, 85-35. Since he's been fired, Auburn has not had a winning season.
I bet they take him back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you do that? He beat Alabama more than all the other schools in the SEC. He had more success, and Alabama was dominating then.
Right.
I think if they could go back, he said, I think they would have kept him.
It's just not understanding who you are as a program.
Yeah,
in my opinion, you're not going to win a national championship every year at Auburn. Can you have the chance? Yes, and he gave them that chance.
Yes, he did.
It just
it made no sense.
Yeah.
No.
Now, what do you do with Central Florida? Well, Central Florida's not Auburn.
No.
You can't bring the players in at the head of Auburn. Auburn's a lot better job. But he did a good job. He was 28-24 4 years. Then he leaves, gets out of it, goes to FSU. And what did he do? The first game of the year, his offense gave Alabama fits. He did it again. He beats the Crimson Tide. But it wasn't the year they wanted FSU. FSU finished the year at 5-7. This year, he went through the recruiting process. They got the guy signed. The kids cannot transfer. If the head coach leaves, they can leave. He's not the head coach. He's the OC. I think he knew he was going to do it. I could be completely wrong. I don't know him inside. This is just me personally think this. I think he'd been thinking about it.
Yeah, when you got that many years in, it starts to come into your head. That's just human nature. Like, how much longer am I going to be doing this?
Remember, something happened during the season with his family, too. Remember, he missed practice. I can't remember what it was.
It was supposed to be an ailment in the family. Something came out on one of their FSU 24/7 boards that was talking about that.
Yeah. Now, even that, as bad as FSU was, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but in this article, they said they led the ACC in total offense or rushing offense in 2025. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what that article said. If that is, that surprises me. But I was told this yesterday. Scott Casey, you know Scott. Phil and I had lunch yesterday. Scott married the Board of Trustees' daughter. I forgot his name. He was the one that flew his jet around when they tried to get they tried to get Bobby Petrino. But anyway, Scott's house, his neighbor was Gus Malzahn. His house, their backyards met with each other. And that house is unbelievable. It's beautiful. It's huge. It's beautiful. Well, people would go to Scott's house, knock on the door, and said, y'all know if he's going to sell this house? We love this house. And he goes, I don't think he's going to sell it. And Phil said, no, he still owns that house. He didn't sell it. So it made me believe, because you live in Auburn, Alabama. Have you ever been there? It's a great place to live. It's beautiful. The weather's good. Wonderful people. So I don't know if he's going to wind back at Auburn, where that's where he's going to live or not. Chiswick still lives there. They fired him. He still lives there. Or last time I heard it. I take that back. He did go to North Carolina, but I think they kept his place too.
But I would be surprised if this is the last we've seen of Malzahn as a coach. 60 is not old in coaching numbers anymore. I mean, Kirk Cinetti's in his 70s, I believe, or late 60s.
Late 60s, 68.
Yeah. So I mean, 60's not as old, but I heard there was some family, maybe illness or something that they were addressing or something. He wanted to spend more time with his family, which, as you know, as a coach, it's very hard to be able to manage both. So maybe he takes a year or two off, and what happens in Auburn in 2 years, maybe they give him another shot.
And you tell me if I'm wrong. College football, a lot more time consuming than high school. We go for about 4 months where you don't see anybody. We're just tied up in football for about 4 months. And then in the off season, you don't have the stuff that you got to do during season. But college football, man, they're on it all the time. Especially now, you recruit a kid, they get them on campus. You got to keep on top of them to make sure you don't lose them. So don't you think it's a lot more time consuming?
Oh yes, absolutely.
I think with the lack of rules too, people just when you as a coach, you just want to know what my structure is. What's the rules here? What are we doing here? And there's just nothing of that in college football. And I think that's what's frustrating a lot of these coaches and why they're getting out. I think what we're going to see in the next 5 years is you're going to see some NFL type coordinators hired where they're just about scheme, because your NIL GM is going to take care of the recruiting now. So not like Urban Meyer said, I used to hire coaches 80% based on how they recruit. I wanted the players. We could fit them in our system. We could coach them up. I'll create the scheme, whatever. But the reason I hire people is 80% recruiting. Now that's out the window. It's 100% scheme. I want to know who guys can be developed, how they can fit within our scheme, and we'll worry about the recruiting through NIL.
Yeah, everything has changed, no doubt about that. I just talked to some of our great people. Pat Purno, we love you, brother. B4 Braves, Lynn Haven. Go there. TV's everywhere. You want to watch the Super Bowl? I'll tell you another thing Pat will do. If you want to have a big party at the house, he talked to me about this before. Call, tell him what number of wings you want or whatever you want, and it'll be ready when they say it's ready. Go give them a call. If you want to have it at your house, Super Bowl, do that. But I suggest you go to B4 Braves in Lynn Haven and have it there. The chips, the onion, everything's outstanding, but it's the way they treat you. B4 Braves, Lynn Haven. Love you, Pat. You do a wonderful job, no doubt about that. Also, don't forget about our new sponsor. We love these people down there. Matter of fact, I think we're going to go with Bill and Sue Solomon. I think we're going to head out to Pepper's on Thursday night. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Yes, we do have one on Panama City Beach now. It's Panama City Beach Parkway. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. Of course, we know the one over in Panama City. It's over there by the old Holiday Inn on 77, right across the street from the old mall. Everybody packs that thing out, but we finally got one here on Panama City Beach. Don't forget, on every Monday, they got Military Day, 10% discount. Buy one, get one free. Their margaritas are incredible. Draft beer. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. That is Pepper's Mexican Grill. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up-to-the-minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
That boot store reminds you that it doesn't hurt to give something stylish and practical on Valentine's Day. Just think, fellas, what she's gonna look like in that special Western outfit. Wow. Ladies, he'll look sharp in those jeans and new hat, too. Okay, fellas, to be on the safe side and not be sleeping on the couch, that boot store suggests that you complement that Western outfit with some lovely flowers, candy, or romantic art. Maybe all three. Just a suggestion from that boot store. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5. Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City.
Are you feeling tired, weak, or maybe you feel old and cranky? If so, I have the answer. It's Max Fit Sports Nutrition with 2 locations, 23rd Street in the Coronado Plaza and in Beer Park North on Back Beach Road. Max Fit Sports Nutrition has nutritional products and professional dietary plans to get you moving in the right direction. So get off that couch and get to Max Fit Sports Nutrition now. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, where you can try it before you buy it.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work? Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers
and their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job, it's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting your family.
He doesn't try on clothes at the department stores. He just rips stuff off the hanger and lives with the consequences for years.
It's classy, it's intriguing.
He's sexy, sassy, and full of spunk.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I just got a text from, and I take that back. It was text. I just saw this text. It was sent to me at 8:14. And you go look at the picture of the mayor in the encyclopedia, and it's going to have Greg Bernicki, the mayor, the legend. I mean, you think about a mayor, you think about Greg. He said, Alabama needs to get out of the crappy SEC. Go to the Big Ten where they've got really, really good schools. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Unbelievable. Why would you say that? Huh?
Or the ACC.
Thank you both.
Did he have anything to say about Florida State?
Well, yeah. Greg, what, Mr. Mayor, what about FSU? Should they leave
baseball
the ACC?
But they've been in the past.
Baseball. Hey, they will be good in baseball.
They will.
Speaking of the great state of Florida, in the last 20 years, you can combine football, basketball, and baseball. Who's got the most national championship? What school? Out of the big three. We're talking about Miami. We're talking about FSU. And we're talking about Florida. We're talking basketball, baseball, football.
Florida, got to be.
Florida.
You are correct. You are all correct. What's the total number of national championships in the past 20 years for Miami in any of these sports?
Negative. Zero.
Zero. You are correct, my friend. You are a winner. Nothing but. Price of victory is high, but so the rewards. Good job, Jim. All right. How many national championships does FSU have in the last 20 years combined? Baseball, football, basketball.
1, 2, 20 years. Let's see. What's 20? 1.
I would say 1.
You had it right, and you took it away. 2.
They won 2 in football?
They won, I don't know. They won 2 national championships in the last 20 years. What's the number for the
soccer? They did.
Yeah. There you go. There too. All right. What's the number for the mighty Florida Gators? How many national championships do the Gators have in the last 20 years? Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. I left out softball. Sorry.
2006 was football. They won the national championship back-to-back years in basketball, so that's 3. Urban won 2 there, so that'd be 4. Baseball, I think they won 2. 6, I'm going to say.
I'm going to say 7. I think softball had one in there, too.
You are both incorrect. The correct number. The Florida Gators have won 8 national championships. If you combine football, basketball, baseball, and softball.
Oh, softball. Okay.
Yes, 8 national championships. So in the last 20 years, the domination of this state is not Florida State, it's not Miami, it's the Florida Gators. They have 8 national championships, FSU 2, and Miami 0. And you're telling me that you feel like Miami's going to be right back in the...
Miami hasn't won an ACC
title in football.
In football.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. I saw that, like, what?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Not one.
Football-wise, they have the best roster, so I think they'll be back next year. That doesn't mean they're going to win. I mean, it's so hard to win a national championship. I mean, for most of the season last year, you think Ohio State through 10 games, they look like a juggernaut, and then they lose their last 2 games. It's just, it's a crapshoot. When you're playing a 12-team playoff, there's no easy games anymore. The BCS era, you might get a team that wasn't very good, or the 14 playoffs, you might get a Michigan State in there every now and then that qualifies. But when you got 12 teams, you're not missing any of the top teams. So it's much harder. And Miami could have won it this year. I thought they were just as good as Indiana, except for the quarterback spot. And
do you think they'll eventually go to 16?
Unfortunately, yes. And I think eventually they're going to go to 24, and it'll probably turn me off from watching the regular season, because who cares if the top 25 all make it? What a dumb idea for me. I mean,
right, I agree.
It's just everybody has to participate. And what does the money have to do with it? This is a sport. I mean, they make enough money anyway. They're making billions of dollars, so we have to go to 24 to... I don't get that one. That's why I hate the Big Ten.
And I tell you, the one tweak that they made for this next year coming up, we all have said this. What's the Notre Dame thing? Okay, and I said this in joking. I think last time I was on here. If you wanted to keep Notre Dame out, just don't put them in the top 12, just regardless of who they play. But it's, to me, as a former coach and a player, it's just not right that you got all these teams playing by one set of rules, and then the one exception is Notre Dame. They don't have to be in a conference, and they, in writing, said you will be in if you're in the top 12. I mean, they put it. It's like that's not right.
Top 25 teams. I mean, come on. When you play in an SEC or
and then
Big
they
Ten,
can pick who they play.
You can You could legitimately, Ohio State's going to play 6 or 7 top 25 teams this year, 3 top 5 teams.
Right. Pull up Notre Dame's record. It's a joke.
Oh,
pull it up.
The only game that's really anything.
Do they got USC next year? I think Lincoln Riley was behind that. And I don't blame. You know what? I don't blame him.
No, I don't blame him either.
I don't blame him one bit.
But there was a scenario that they would have played, but Notre Dame wanted them to play at the end of the season, and they're like, "Why would we do that? We're in a Big Ten schedule. We have too many tough games then. We'll play at the beginning of the year." And Notre Dame said no. So there's blame to be had on both sides of that. I think Notre Dame needed USC more than USC needs Notre Dame. USC's got a tough schedule in the Big Ten. But they should have forced Notre Dame to join a conference just like the other 134 teams out there. Why give them special treatment? It makes no sense because it gives them a competitive advantage. If you can play Navy, Army, BYU's their second toughest game. They play one tough game, which is Miami, and they're in. And they're going to be in the top 12.
They can lose 2. Will you pull up the schedule?
Yeah.
I want you to look at that. When I saw the schedule, I said, "This is a joke."
Yeah.
Schedules matter, schemes matter, but I'm with you, Lincoln Riley. When you got to play in the Big Ten, why would I do what Notre Dame wants me to do?
Yeah, I agree. From his point of view, I see it. I understand completely.
Yeah.
So they have Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State. So that's the bottom feeders of the Big Ten. So at Purdue, at North Carolina, Stanford, at BYU, which I'm not that high on BYU. I don't care. We saw with Texas Tech. They weren't as good as they tried to make them out to be. They're just trying to throw them a cookie because they're the Big 12. They have Navy. They play Miami, Florida. Great game. Good game. Tough challenge for that. They have Boston College, SMU. Who cares? And at Syracuse.
Yeah.
They have one game.
One game that legitimately
and remember, they can lose 2 and still get in.
So my point is, until that situation gets straightened out, it's a joke to me. It just is. It's just a joke. You're just allowing one team to pick who. Hey, here's what you need to do: pick who you want because you're not in the league, and we'll keep you in the top 12.
Join the Big Ten. Play big boy football.
Let me ask you. I'm going to shift gears a little bit. Think about it before you answer. And don't say I don't care, because a lot of people care what you guys are going to say about this, because it's important. It's part of the world. In the SEC, I don't care if it's baseball, football, or basketball. Let's just leave it like that. Then we can break it down later. What's the next team to win a national championship in any of those sports in the SEC? I think the best shot is going to be baseball.
Basketball, I don't think they have a top team this year, so I'd say no. Football.
Well, I tell you what, though, Vandy sure looks good in basketball this year.
Vandy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But are they as good as Michigan, Arizona? That would be tough for me to see them beat them teams because they got some NBA players. Georgia's always going to be there in football, so I always give them a shot. I always give Kirby a shot. I mean, they got talent everywhere. They got a big-time class from 2024 coming.
Hold your thought right there. I got to interrupt you because this guy is incredible. You know him. He was on our show Monday. The legend, head coach at Bozeman, Brian Norman, says the next SEC national champ in any of the 3 sports we're talking about, we're talking basketball, football, and baseball, there's no doubt the LSU Tigers in baseball. He might have a point there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I go with that.
Coming in with preseason probably favorites.
All right, let's focus in on football right now. If there's one school in the SEC can win it next year in football, could it be A&M? Could it be Texas, Georgia? I think that's the 3. Or could it be LSU out of nowhere, all these transfers come in and get... I just think it'd be hard to get everybody together in 1 year with that new system. With a brand new roster. I don't know. Maybe you can. Out of football, who wins the next national championship in football, the SEC, in your opinion?
Texas has the roster to do it. If Arch Manning's going to be playing on the level that he played at the end of the year, you had Cam Coleman, Smothers, the offense is incredible. They got defense, a front 7 that can compete with anybody. And then you have Georgia. To me, A&M, I don't really see it as 1 through 85 roster. If you looked at the
quarterback
playoffs,
back.
Is that a good thing? Did you watch the last 3 games where he threw for 50% and threw 8 interceptions?
Yeah.
But they could legitimately be a kind of dark horse team, but I don't see them as good as Georgia or
So
Texas.
you got Texas, Georgia.
Yeah, that's it.
Jim.
For me.
Yeah, those are the two, and then my outside one would be LSU, just because you got Lane Kiffin. I'm not a Lane Kiffin person per se, but everyone else seems to think he's got the magic sauce for any situation. He's got great players coming in, but like you say, can you combine him into a team in 1 year? Actually, less than a year. I don't know. It remains to be seen.
Well, if he don't win a national championship at LSU in a couple of years, he'll be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Especially if Alabama opens up.
Yeah.
But listen to Georgia's schedule. I mean, they got a juggernaut, too. Tennessee State, they got Western Kentucky, then they're at Arkansas, who brand new coach, Oklahoma, Vandy, Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Ole Miss, Missouri, South Carolina, Georgia Tech. The only couple of hard games I see on their schedule is probably going to be Georgia Tech will give them a good run, Alabama will give them a good game, and maybe Oklahoma. Other than that, I mean, really, it's
and they got everybody back. The quarterback's back. I'm with you. I think Georgia's going to be better than. I don't know though. Texas got such a great roster.
Texas got maybe the
who's
best
got
roster.
The key is how deep. Who's got the deepest roster? If it's probably Texas.
What about A&M?
A ton of players.
Well, I don't know. I thought I mentioned A&M. They shot that down. They said I was an idiot. So
I thought this year was an anomaly when they got into the
I was
playoffs.
weak. I just gave in. I said, okay.
You know, the thing that just kills me. I'm gonna pick on A&M for a second. You know, the common wisdom is, well, they spent all that money and they got that stadium. It's got 375,000 people in it. You can't hear and yada yada yada. Okay, and I'm not an A&M fan, but I can remember on my own memory for the last 3 years they lost to Notre Dame at home. They lost to Miami at home. So if playing in that Kyle Field is such an advantage that you can't even go in there without earplugs in, how can you lose then?
Yeah.
So you know the last time A&M won a national championship? Hitler walked the earth. 1939. Okay? 1939.
And I will say this.
When's the last time Indiana won one?
Never.
Okay.
I will say this: if Texas isn't at least in the championship game, Sark's seat is going to get extremely high. They spend a lot of money on that roster.
If he doesn't win it this year, he'll be gone.
Yeah, and they'll fire you quickly there also.
Yeah. He'll go to NFL.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people, man. We have so many. Steve's Bike Shop, Steve Burdershaw, the swim coach at Moe's, he does a great job. Those electrical bikes are taking over the world. Get one, man. You can drive that thing out as far as you want. You get tired, like Chad Mitchell said. You drive out as far as you can. You get tired. Just turn the juice on. Come on back. Get you an electrical bike. You don't have to get a brand new one. Get a used one. Steve's got both of them there, and they'll deal with you. Where they located 23rd Street, in business since 1976. They're incredible. Kyle Vandergrift, listen to him every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You want something built? They'll design it. They'll build it. Commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. Turpo Pesico, that yard looked like a golf course, man. Patrick does a great job. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on the legendary ESPN Northwest Florida. And I can't say enough good things about Jason and Stevenson Air Conditioning. Family owned, wonderful people, honest, hardworking locals. That's Stevenson Air Conditioning. Don't you dare go with anybody else. You go with the best. You go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. I guarantee it's the greatest thing I ever did. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1, not even close. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of Super Bowl 60.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
I wonder if Kwesi Adofo-Mensah was the reason Rodgers wasn't there, whether or not Rodgers chooses to go to Minnesota, play with those receivers, Aaron Jones if he's still on the team, versus the one more year with Mike McCarthy. Like, Aaron Rodgers finishes his career with Pittsburgh, he becomes the good guy. Aaron Rodgers goes to Minnesota, he becomes the bad guy. Is he willing to do that again?
Evan, Candy, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your forecast on this Tuesday. Mostly sunshine this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour coming out of the south-southwest, and look for the high to be 64. Tonight, there will be a variety of very light showers and some clouds with the temperature reaching 58. Partly cloudy and sprinkling tomorrow with a high of 63. This weather is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
He's PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
We're back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest
We're
Florida.
going to have a radio show for everything we talk about after the radio show.
We can do a podcast. You know, I think we can do one right here.
Really?
We're going to start doing that.
Okay.
Randy, when are we going to start that?
Well, we're ready to go.
You want to do a podcast? Let us know. Give
I
us a
just
call.
need to get a couple of checks from you after the show so I can go pick up a few more pieces of equipment.
We're going to do a podcast right here.
Or we just take up a love offering after the show.
There you go. We'll pass
the hat around.
Yeah. I'll be gone here right after the show. I got to dodge some more, and I got to go.
Yep.
Anyway,
I'm taking them.
Jason, we should do one. That way we can talk politics and we can say
talk about MMA, UFC.
Yeah, use foul language, whatever you want to do.
I don't like doing that. All right, I want y'all's opinion on this. This was a survey done. They came up with these most dominant college football teams. It's hard to compare time frames, but some of them I kind of agree with. And I'll just go through them real quickly, and then we'll come back and say how you would rank them. And there might be a team in there you say, no, they don't deserve it. We need to put somebody in there. Here we go. The first one they have ranked 1995 Nebraska. They were 12-0, margin of victory 38-plus points. 38-plus points. In the national championship, guess what? They scored again. They destroyed the Florida Gators 62-24. And where did that quarterback come from?
Bradenton,
Manatee. Yeah.
Manatee High School.
Yeah, trap option.
Tommy Frazier.
Didn't have a close game. They were incredible. 2001 Miami Hurricanes. The NFL talent on their roster was incredible. Their schedule was easy, but their roster was unbelievable. They were 12-0. They beat Nebraska in the national championship game 37-14. LSU, Joe Burrow. Nobody had a year like that. No one's ever had a year like that. LSU 2019, they'll go 15-0. They beat 7 teams ranked in the top 10. Joe Burrow's season was incredible. Heisman Trophy winner. He looked unstoppable. They beat Clemson in the national championship game 42-21, and they destroyed Oklahoma in the first round. I think they scored 60 points on them. Some say maybe the best offense in college football history. The 1956, Jason, you remember this team.
Yeah.
The 1956 team, Oklahoma, 47, part of this 47-game winning streak team, almost impossible to score in their defense. That was a different world back then. I think I would take them out just because they didn't have the athletes that these other teams had.
Right.
1971, Nebraska. I watched that team. They were incredible. Rich Glover, the nose guard. Johnny Rogers, the special team player. Unbelievable. They looked unbeatable. The 2 big games that year was when they played Oklahoma, both undefeated. They destroyed them. Well, it was a close game. They beat Oklahoma. Then Alabama just beat undefeated Auburn. Both teams were undefeated. Big build-up between Alabama and Nebraska. Both undefeated. Bear Bryant. They destroyed Alabama to win the national championship in the Orange Bowl. That's 1971 Nebraska. Alabama, 2020, they won 13 games. 11 SEC teams. No one's ever done that. They destroyed Notre Dame in the first round and killed Ohio State in the national championship game in the Rose Bowl. You got those teams to pull from, and if you want to take one out, add somebody, go ahead and do it. But if you will, how would you rank them?
I thought they did a pretty good job, to be honest. I think that Nebraska team was dominant. The Miami team probably had the most NFL talent and Hall of Famers, so they were dominant. And LSU, I mean, who can argue with Burrow, Jefferson, and Chase as an offense? I mean, that
was pretty special.
Could play with anybody, any defense. But you would love to see that 96 Nebraska or 2000 Miami team play that team if we had a virtual, time machine where we could match up teams from different eras. But those two teams kind of separated. So I think Texas with Vince Young was a really good team. They had a lot of good competition. I would put them up there. I think they came a little bit out of nowhere. Nobody really knew what Vince Young was, but he was a dominant high school or college football player, even though he didn't have a great pro career. Some USC teams, people forget how great those teams were back in the day, probably because we just didn't get to see them, especially the younger generation. But O.J. Simpson was a beast when he was, I know we kind of know him for other things, but as a football player, he might be one of the best top five pure football players to ever live. And even the team that lost to Texas in that national championship game was filled with superstars too. But Miami had some great teams. I think they did a really good job on that. Alabama, I think we cut them a little short because it was the COVID year, so there was a lot of guys that had to sit out certain games. The Big Ten only played 6 that year, so it was a very weird year, but that was a super talented team. I wish we had a full season there where they were playing, a full, roster, full schedule, but, that was a great team too. But I think they did a good job. I wouldn't really change a whole lot there.
No, yeah, that's a pretty good list right there.
I'll give you my top 3, maybe 4. I'm going to go 1971 Nebraska, maybe the best team I ever saw. And then I'd go to 1995 Nebraska team was unbelievable.
That's probably the best one I've seen as far as domination.
You don't remember the 71. You weren't even born then.
No, the 95 team in the trenches was just so dominant. And that Florida team was not a bad team. They just made it look bad.
If you ever get shot, if you could pull up the video of that 71 team, that nose guard, nobody could block. You couldn't run inside on him. And their offense, and that Johnny Rogers was unbelievable. I think they're every bit as good as the 95 Nebraska team. And number 3, I'd go LSU 2019. Not so much defense, but offense was unbelievable.
Yeah, their offense was unstoppable.
You couldn't. I was at the game. They were playing Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and President Trump was there. That offense, you couldn't believe it. I mean, Joe Burrow, he was special, man. He put the ball. Why did he play at Ohio State? What was the deal there?
He's not that good yet.
He got beat out.
He was young. I mean, in his first year at LSU, he threw 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Haskins threw 50-some touchdowns, I believe, that year. So, if you would have started him, Ohio State fans would have wanted Urban Meyer's head on a platter, So, he didn't want to wait his turn, which I understand, and so he transferred.
And who was the guy that developed at LSU, the offensive coordinator?
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady.
And now where is he?
Head coach of the Buffalo Bills.
And if you remember that season, they played Texas at the beginning of the year, and Joe Burrow didn't have a great game, but he came back in the fourth quarter. They were down, made a little sidearm pass, running to his right. They had, I think, Chase in his hands, ran for 70 yards because their defense wasn't very good that year. I mean,
that game was played at Texas. I remember that.
Because they were mad about the heat being on in the locker room. Yeah. They put their band up in the upper deck. So, but that game right there, I think, really catapulted Joe Burrow into what he is today.
Yeah, great points. Jason, I'm going to give you some time to talk about your business. You got 2 wonderful locations. You got some great employees there. Especially that one lady. She's a legend.
But she's going to come on here maybe next week if we get some time. But we're going to be at Anytime Fitness today, 4 to 7, sampling out products. They're in the Del Coronado Village with us. They got a great facility, great coaches, great staff down there. It's a brand new place. Go out there and check it out. You can actually go there free today and try their gym out. You can come try out some MaxFit supplements and proteins, pre-workouts. We got some amino acids, vitamins, and stuff that we're going to sample out for free. So come down to Anytime Fitness today, 4 to 6:30 roughly, and check out a great brand new gym, beautiful facility, and try some MaxFit products.
And I know people really enjoy this when we do this. We have baseball is so big here in Bay County. The parents really enjoy this. Monday will be South Walton Day at 7 o'clock. Arnold is also, we own Monday, Arnold High School, 7:15. Tuesday will be Rutherford's Day. Every coach will be on at 7:15. Wednesday, Bay High School in Hudson. And, of course, the legend, Coach Lee over at Mosley on Thursday. Thursday is always Mosley Day. And then on Friday, Bozeman, Coach Brian Norman, 7:15, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We are out.
ESPN Northwest Florida is the Panhandle's official radio home for Super Bowl 60.
Incredible!
Listen live in a rich audio